is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Justin. Thank you so much for stopping by. In today's video, we are going to be going over the most anticipated Blu-ray, Steelbook, 4K releases, all that type of good stuff. I'll let you guys know, I did a couple days ago post a top 10 Steelbook release video, which is right here. It looks like this. I'll put the link below, and I will be mentioning a couple of these, but there will be some overlap, but not all. I want to highlight more on this video, just the general releases from the more boutique labels and things like that. And also, you guys, let me know what you think about me separating these videos. I've contemplated the idea of maybe just combining them all into one video, and sometimes the videos get a little bit long if I put everything in the same video. So let me know what you guys think. If you want me to do separate horror release videos, separate Steelbook videos, or just kind of put out one big video. Let me know what you guys want to see. Also, I want to just plug a quick video that I did, DVDs that need a Blu-ray release. A lot of people have been making these videos, and I watched a few of them and found several more that weren't in those videos that I watched. So I'm going to highlight some of those. I got a stack of movies, so check that video out as well. There's a lot of movies that haven't quite made the jump to Blu-ray or 4K that really need to, so definitely check that video out as well. I will link that below. Without further ado, let's jump into it. Let's start with the December 1st releases. Popeye is making the jump from DVD to Blu-ray for a 40th anniversary Blu-ray with Robin Williams and Shelley Duvall. Fantastic movie. I haven't seen it in a really long time, so I look forward to this release. Next up, I'll just go over these really quickly. Lord of the Rings for the first time on 4K, and Hobbit for the first time on 4K. That's in my other video. Beverly Hills Cop making the jump to 4K for the first time. Classic movie. I love it. I almost wish they would have done a trilogy pack. It would have been cool to have Beverly Hills Cop 1 through 3 in a 3-pack. I imagine they'll eventually do that. Another first time to Blu-ray release, The Golden Child, the Eddie Murphy underappreciated comedy, in my opinion. Now, this was one of these Eddie Murphy passion project. He really wanted to do The Golden Child. It's really popular, especially amongst genre fans. It's just a really cool movie. I've always loved The Golden Child. It's going to be part of the Paramount Presents line that they're doing now, so that's pretty cool. Next up, coming to America, and Blade coming to 4K for the first time, December 1st. Awesome releases there. Next up, Crash, the 1996 Crash with James Spader and Holly Hunter, a very strange and sort of controversial movie making its jump to the Criterion Collection. Scorpion is releasing The Barbarians. Back in the 80s, I don't know a whole lot about these guys, but I remember seeing them bouncing around in some silly comedy movies. Like they would play Babysitters and a couple other movies, but this is like a sword and sorcery throwback movie, which looks awesome. I had never heard of it until I was going through these releases, and from Scorpion releasing The Barbarians, it looks awesome. I cannot wait to pick this one up. Another Blu-ray release is Never Hike in the Snow, the Friday the 13th fan film. I'm not actually sure what the legality of this. I guess since they don't say Friday the 13th in the movie, I don't know how they're skirting the copyright laws selling this movie, but apparently it's getting a Blu-ray release on December 1st. If you guys haven't seen it, it's available on YouTube now. It's a really awesome, super well-made fan film of Friday the 13th, so check that out on YouTube if you haven't seen it, and then support the filmmaker and buy the Blu-ray when it comes out on December 1st. Next up on December 1st is The Rental, Dave Franco's directorial debut. Now, this is a pretty cool movie. I don't think I was as quite of a big fan of it as a lot of people were, but for a first-time directorial debut horror movie, it was pretty competently made. Some decent twists in there, some good performances. Decent little mystery slasher flick. I did enjoy it. Now moving on to December 8th. I'm aware that I'm skipping in this one. This video is more the smaller titles, not the biggest titles. So Total Recall does come out on the 8th. I'll just quickly mention that. But also on December 8th, Godfather Coda, aka Godfather 3. This is the recut kind of new edition of the third movie, which has often been pretty controversial to Godfather fans, specifically with the involvement of his daughter. I've never seen the third one, but I hear like she gives a bad performance or something. There's a lot of people who kind of shit on Godfather 3, so this is a new way to watch Godfather 3. Look into it, but I think there's some additional footage. It's been recut in some different ways, so if you're interested in seeing a different cut of Godfather 3, I would check that out. Come here, B. Also on December 8th, Possessor in 4K and standard release. This is coming from Brandon Cronenberg, David Cronenberg's son. This movie was Mwah! This movie was amazing. If you have not seen Possessor, definitely check out Possessor. It's such a cool kind of science fiction-y body horror assassin movie that really goes to some super odd places with some disturbing scenes, some pretty shocking violence in the movie. But it has more substance than just like a shock movie, like for shock value. It's a really, really well-made movie from Brandon Cronenberg. I cannot recommend that one enough. Also coming December 8th, a movie called My Science Project. This one really caught my eye. There's a couple of cool Kino Lorber titles coming out. I had never heard of this one. Michael Harlan has procrastinated on his science project until the last minute, and his teacher, Dennis Hopper, issues him an ultimatum: turn in a science project or flunk. So Mike scavenges a military base's junk pile for a suitable gizmo to pass off as his project. He finds one, unwittingly unleashes the awesome power and energy of the unknown. And that movie sounds really interesting. Like I said, I had never heard of that one. Let me know if there's any fans of that one out there. I'm really curious to check the one out. It sounds awesome. Again, Kino Lorber coming through, grabbing these super obscure titles and giving us Blu-ray releases. So cheers to Kino Lorber for continuing to bring out these weird movies. Moving on to December 15th, I wanted to mention American Rickshaw is coming out with the standard edition. I really wanted to highlight this movie because Diabolic DVD has kind of started their own label. If you've watched my videos, you know I buy a ton of my movies from Diabolic DVD. It's my favorite place to buy the genre films. They pack well. $5 flat shipping if you order a bunch of movies. The customer service is just amazing. I can't recommend Diabolic DVD for purchasing your Blu-rays and DVDs enough. They're just awesome. But they started a distribution company called Cauldron Films, and this was their first movie that they released under that label. American Rickshaw was released in a limited edition version, and now they're releasing a sort of standard edition. This is another movie I haven't seen, but it looks awesome, and if you have heard of the movie or it looks interesting to you, definitely support Cauldron Films and buy it from Diabolic DVD. It looks really cool. The artwork's rad, so definitely check that out. Also on December 15th, The Beach House, which is, if you have not seen, is absolutely phenomenal. It's a really cool kind of mystery body horror that just honestly really surprised me. I was not expecting it to be that good or effective of a movie, especially with the body horror and sort of gross out elements. I did do a review on this one if you want to check it out, but The Beach House is awesome, and that's getting a Blu-ray release. That was a Shudder exclusive, I believe. Also December 15th is Tremors in 4K. I really think it's awesome that Arrow Video is making the leap to 4K, so that's really, really cool. December 22nd, Akira 4K limited edition from Funimation Entertainment. If you're interested in Akira, that's getting another release December 22nd. I've heard mixed things about the 4K transfer of this movie, but if you're interested in it, you might want to take a peek at that. Also December 22nd, for better or worse, The Craft remake is getting a Blu-ray release. So check out The Craft if you want to see that. I would suggest just watching the old one again and forgetting this ever happened. But if you want to watch The Craft, it's there for you. And like I said, let me know if you want me to just combine all of these into one video. Maybe I can be a little bit more brief about each title and just highlight them. I do this kind of just, I think a lot of people don't really feel like searching out and looking up all these releases. If I can just provide you with the video and let you guys know what's coming out so you can keep up to date, I'm happy to do it for you. Also keep a lookout for my movies that need a Blu-ray release. Look at my other stuff. Look at my other videos. If you dig it, subscribe. Please like this video. Thank you so much, guys. Until next time, stay weird. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
I love movies. Gosh, I love movies. I love watching them, and I love making them.